Now we move on to the second album of the first three, which I have on here, Candlelight Years. Great remasters, by the way. I forgot to mention that on Orchid. That's besides the point. Now we move on to a really, really weird album for them. Usually hated, but also considered extremely underrated. Morningrise. Once again, we have Dan Swana producing this one. I'm just going to say it now, one of the biggest reasons people don't like this album is that it sounds very weird. The compositions, especially like Black Rose Immortal, sound a lot more black metal than they do death metal, but they're still death metal vocals, if that makes any sense, so it's almost like blackened death metal. And the acoustics all over the album have this weird jazzy feel to them. It just kind of sounds very different. It's the most weird sounding album for sure, next to like Heritage. The artwork seems a lot like black metal as well, because the whole black and white feel, and it's very simplistic, kind of foresty areas around a bridge. What I really like about this album, which also a lot of people hate, is that every song is extremely long. So a lot of people can argue that it's so epic, each song is just so damn strong, or is that a bunch of the songs have dragged on for way too long and it just makes a mess. I can agree with that with some songs being too long, especially the last one, but I think that it's littered with really great compositions and really great ideas, especially with the first song, Advent, which is one of my favorite songs on the album for sure. Once again, it's another great full-on Opeth, full-on everything that makes them good. You have the jazzy, the acoustic, the death metal, the black metal, all the good shit all over the place, and there's this really weird acoustic section in the middle of the song that has really fucking weird, like, fretless bass work. And the atmospherics throughout this song, even throughout the whole album, are very creepy, almost like the black metal nature. The Night in the Silent Water used to be like one of my least favorite songs because it is kind of slow paced throughout, but it's very epic. A lot of the riffs are epic, and a lot of the riffs are actually kind of melodic. Most of the song is almost like a death metal ballad in a way, but it's like really long as well. And it just keeps going and keeps getting better, and I love how it goes into like a really lengthy, beautiful acoustic section, but then really picks up at the end. It's really heavy and epic. One of my favorite songs of the album nowadays. Nectar, which is a really good song, but I feel that it's too long. Like, the first half of the song is pretty epic and driving, then it starts really dragging towards the end. But it does have a very, very, very awesome ending, just like Night in the Silent Water. Black Rose Immortal is easily the best song off the album. Of course, they're a prog band. They have to have a 20-minute song sometime in their career, and they decided to throw it on here. 20-minute epic known as Black Rose Immortal, and it's really fucking diverse, really dynamic. It's crazy. Just the way it starts, it's really heavy. It has a black metal vibe to it with really crazy, like, buzzing guitars, and it goes into some incredible acoustics. Overall, it could have felt too long because a lot of the other songs kind of feel like they drag, but this feels like it was written first. Like, they threw all the best ideas into this song, because every acoustic bit, every guitar riff, every heavy part, every clean part, it all sounds perfect, and it's all kind of pieced together in a way, because there's not really as good flow as maybe some of the other songs like Night in the Silent Water, but every bit is just so damn good that it doesn't matter. To Bid You Farewell is the reason that, this kind of the main reason that brings this album down for me, and why I agree that some of the songs in here are too long, because this one's like a ballad, but it's just really boring. It has no really interesting melodic atmosphere. However, I will say that it's cool that they have like medieval acoustic playing throughout the song, and even on some of the other songs there's some cool medieval feels going on, but it's especially apparent here. But it's just when you get into the singing, which is like a long time into the song, it just feels boring and it just keeps dragging and dragging. However, at the very, very end, it's pretty cool. It has a cool heavy bit that ends the album. So that's Morningrise. I'd say I like it just as much as Orchid for completely different reasons. I'm going to give this one an 8.5 as well.